Watch this. Watch
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hugs, putting in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Big, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
We rise and go easy, after easy for cheesy. With my steppers, our special gifts, making picks so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That TF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That TF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat Oteezy, Jeremy McInnes, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ron Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out.
The Dub, baby. You heard it first. The Dub.
Wednesday, coming to play. It's the result of us being on you, trying to make you do right. Galatians 6:9. Do not become weary.
Hey,
What's up? What up, fellas?
Dub salute, baby. Episode 113 of the Dub. We are in the building. Man, I got chills when I saw that video with Coach Gates. Boy, he was like a good Baptist preacher up there giving out Bible verses after the game, crying and everything, man. I almost had to tear myself. But
I know, great week. Great week.
Look, and I could have showed a bunch of highlights of offensive players going on, like Gibson and stuff like this, but I wanted to highlight this one. Number 8, Aaron Bradshaw. I was told, I heard that he has had an interception in every playoff game, and that the kid is working, dialing it up, and defense helps win championships. I know this is an offensive era in Texas high school football, but they always seem to have that one stop or two every game that makes the difference. And
that was definitely a key stop.
That was a key stop. That was a key stop.
Most definitely.
So I have to give all the props to them. But I'm gonna have to do this because and I don't want nobody out there to call me a hater out in 817. Hey, y'all deserve it, dog. Even though this happened, y'all deserve it. Look like a first down to me. I don't know what that look like to you, B. Rise.
Like first down to me.
That official slow played it, and he came and marked that thing at the 16-yard line, but the ball is in the head, and he's on the other side of the 15. So I don't know. Don't call me a hater, though, man. What you think, Coach?
He's like a Duncanville alumni right now.
Right. Hey, look, if EA Sports says it's in the game, it's in the game, baby.
That's true, Coach.
Hey,
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? Like it happened.
Bad calls are in the game, and I'm a referee, so I can really attest to that. There's going to be some bad calls to make you cry. But other than that, and I wish J-Mac was on here right now. He's going to be running late, but you know what? Since he's running late, I ain't going to even save it for him. He don't even deserve to get his Nostradamus when he's actually there. I'm going to actually play this right now. And his prediction on the game. And, man, this dude basically hit it on the nail. Check this out. We get it to play.
I'm at dead tie with this, man. I ain't gonna lie. I give you a score.
36, 33. Last one was always the game. And
that's who?
Hey man, you the man to somebody beat you.
All right, so I want to play that because we pressed J Mac to come up with a winner, but if he would have left it at that, he could have actually said that he hit the score on the head, and he said the last person with the ball won the game. You know,
that's what happened.
Yeah, that's basically what happened, but we mashed on him. But man, shout out to J Mac for damn near hitting the score on the head. He said 36-33, and it was actually 36-34. So God dog it. Shout out to the absent and late J Mac right now. Fellas. Coach Carr, how was your week? How was the show last night?
I don't know how the show was. I'm a little upset because my guy not here.
Man.
Man. I wish he was here. I thought the show was great. I thought we had some good banter back and forth. I miss my guy. I wish my guy was here, B-Rod. You saw it. You sat on the sideline.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You was with the rest of the fans. You know what I'm saying? And you saw
it was a great show. It was a great show.
You know, I listen, man. I thought the show was great. I don't know. I thought it was a good show. I'll let the people answer that.
Hey, let the people outspoken. B-Rise. Hey, you got to hang out a lot, man. But bro, I ain't gonna lie. But I missed last weekend. That atmosphere at that game, because y'all, Coach Carr was at the Southlake game. You was at the Duncanville game. Was that one of the craziest, best atmospheres you ever been in?
Oh man, that atmosphere was crazy. It was jam packed. Every seat was packed. It was standing room and it was crazy packed. And a great atmosphere. Like I said, man, game could lead the way, man. Great game.
And I'm gonna say this, boy, Coach Gates was taking penitentiary chances out there with all the kickoffs, the going for two on the extra point and all that. But sometimes you got to go for broke. You kind of remind me of the Jimmy Johnson game when they was at the 49ers back when they first went to the Super Bowl. Jimmy Johnson was taking them same type chances. It kind of had that feel, and it paid off. Though sometimes in life it pays off, and I think it was more so about the preparation than anything because he was kicking them different ways, sideways, up the middle, doing all types of stuff. So shout out Noah Crowley for doing y'all thing. Coach Carr was at the Southlake game, and he got to talk to Papa Todd, and that was a great atmosphere too, man. What you think the Fighting Jessies did wrong out there?
They was being the Fighting Jessies, and they couldn't.
Shout out Southlake, Carol.
Listen, man. To me in that game, more than anything, just a couple of plays. When you're talking about that type of game, missing the wheel route on the sideline, not capitalizing, dropping a lot of balls. I thought Raleigh went for broke, and he went for it on fourth on their side of the 50. So I think Opie might have had the ball like the 42, 43-yard line. They didn't even get a first down. Matter of fact, they ran the same play 3 times. So they was just being Longview. You know what I mean? And it played well into Southlake hands. And, you know, after that, they took the ball down, got in field goal range, and the rest was history. That was an amazing game, man. I mean, I literally was watching that game as the North Carolina game was on TV, and I was kind of like ducked down and watch it a little bit. But when the play was going on the field in front of me, man, I felt like I was in the game. Like, it was a great game. 2 programs.
Intense. All right, and we have our guest that we're about to bring on in a second. I just want to touch on one more game before we do that. Bro, I was in Arizona watching this game, and boy, the weather looked miserable down there, and with all the rain and stuff. But man, y'all toughed it out. South Oak Cliff I thought it was gonna be this type of game. I don't know what everybody else was thinking, but I kind of felt that they was just gonna do a number on Argyle after seeing Sock enough they are battle tested and ready to roll. All right. So any quick thoughts on that before we bring on our special guest? We good? All right. All right. Without further ado, we're gonna bring on the great Joe TRAHAN from Channel 8 Sports in the building, the sports director. Dub salute to my guy for coming on the Dub. What's going on, boss?
First and foremost, man, thanks for having me on the Dub. Appreciate what y'all do, not just for high school football, but for the culture. So thanks so much for having me on tonight. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. The Crown Boy, what's up? Appreciate you, sir. So just wanted to bring you on. I know J-Mac had initially reached out to you, and then he's absent. I don't know why he's not in the building tonight, but we will have him soon. And we've had some of your co-hosts on, man, and we've had great talks with all those guys. But you right here, you represented to me, you know, from my viewing when my kids were in high school. I always wanted to tune in Sunday nights and see the highlights and see if my son was on one of those highlights or something like that. And I just love what you guys did with that. But man, let's go way back to your history. Kind of tell us where you went to high school and kind of how you got to this position you're in now.
Yeah, man. So I grew up in Houston, and I had an interesting kind of high school experience because I grew up on the south side of Houston. If I would have went to the public school that I was zoned to go to, I would have went to Worthen, which is where the great Mike Singletary went to high school. But I actually had a 45-minute drive to school every day. I went to Strake Jesuit. I went to the Jesuit high school there, and it was different, man, because I literally worked my way through high school. I played a little bit of ball, played basketball, played baseball, but I literally had a work-study job when I was in high school just to be able to afford to go to school there. So it was a little different environment. Great school academically. Back then, our sports were just okay, but it set a great foundation for me to achieve some academic things that I never thought I could, and it worked out really well for me. But it was different, man. I had a 45-minute commute just to get to school every morning, and that Houston traffic was no joke, you know. So that was how I started, and then I went to college at Loyola University in New Orleans. My career started in New Orleans. I went to after that I went to Charleston, South Carolina for 3 years, back to New Orleans for 9 years, and then I came here to Dallas. And I've been here now for the last 21 years, man. I'm in my 22nd year at WFAA.
Talk that talk. All right, so going back, and I knew you were in New Orleans for a while, man. Compare and contrast, and so when you were in those locations, you covered sports. I'm assuming you didn't start off as a weatherman and got pushed to sports and nothing like that.
No. It's been sports the whole way. No. I thought I wanted to do news at one point. I'll give you all a good backstory. I thought I wanted to do news at one point, but I had a very close friend whose father was a state senator in Louisiana. I got a very early intro into what politics could be, and I said, you know what? I'm good. I love sports anyway. It's what I want to do anyway, and I'm glad I ended up the way I did.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the news anchors always bore me anyway. I went to the weather and sports.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So compare and contrast the high school sports in the areas that you work: South Carolina, New Orleans, and then of course Texas.
So it's interesting. The football in South Carolina wasn't it was nowhere near Texas, and Louisiana is nowhere near Texas. I don't think there's anything outside of California and Florida that can compare to what we have here. And I think because the level of our coaches here, I think this is the best high school football in the country, top to bottom, right? When you kind of include the whole state, all classifications. It was pretty good in South Carolina, though. There's a little town called Somerville, South Carolina. They had a coach by the name of John McKissick there, and coach had been there forever. And he was one of those coaches who was near the top in terms of national high school coaches for wins. So I got a chance to work with him right out of the gate. Man, I was only 21 years old, and that coach was good to me because he knew I loved it. I was into it, and he helped me from jump. So it was good there. Louisiana, they love their football, man. They're close to Texans, I think, in terms of love of the game, but the size of the schools and just the overall talent level, because the population isn't as big in there. But as y'all know, they produce a ton of professionals, and LSU has pumped out a ton of professional talent. I can remember Kevin Falk, who ended up winning Super Bowls with the Patriots. I covered him when he was real young, and just a bunch of cats coming through there who ended up having just great pro careers, man. In Louisiana, they know how to produce pros. I put it that way. So on the whole, man, there's nothing like what we do here. There isn't. All you got to, I mean, just look at the college ranks. I mean, just look at it. You know, Ashton Genty, shout out Frisco Lone Star, where my kids went to school, runner up for the Heisman. I mean, there's always going to be a Texas connection. I mean, look at Texas and Clemson that we got coming up. Oh, that's just a rerun of the state championship a few years ago when Klubnik and Ewers played against each other. I mean, there's nothing that comes close to where we are. Nothing. So that's why I love being here.
No doubt. Coach Carr, saw you shaking your head. Did you know the coach from South Carolina? You doing the recruiting out that way?
Well, yeah. So I recruited South Carolina, and basically where he worked is the SEC. So he saw all the best football. So South Carolina is a hidden gem. South Carolina and North Carolina, they have a lot of really, really good athletes to come out of there, and they play a lot of good football. The other one is Georgia. So you have that corridor when you talk about Houston, coming from Texas to New Orleans. Alabama got good players, and so you got a chance to see. Did you get a chance to cover the A&T at Central game when you was in Charlotte?
So Coach Jeffries was very close friend. He was at South Carolina State. So I hung out with Willie a lot, a ton.
Okay.
I would go and see Coach a lot. He was another one of those coaches when I was in, because when I went to South Carolina, I didn't know any. I literally knew no one. I went to school in New Orleans. This job opened up. I was 21 years old. I didn't know anybody. I was going all the way, to the end of the country on the eastern side, and I literally knew nobody. So I gravitated towards the coaches because that's what I knew growing up, playing ball and everything. And Willie was one of the coaches who took care of me. So I did South Carolina State more, so I didn't get to see the Central game. I didn't get to see the A&T Central.
So I coached in the MEAC, and we used to go down to South Carolina State and play.
That's right.
Buddy Pugh was the head coach down there then.
Remember the name? Yeah.
And it's small town, no airport nowhere near it. I think we had to drive almost 2 hours just to get to the school. But it was an unbelievable experience, you know what I mean? So
great atmosphere on game day, man. Great atmosphere. Great atmosphere on game day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how, and I think what you did is kind of cool because I always tell people leaving home is a life hack. Like that's, if you want to hack life, move away. Go somewhere where you don't know nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you have to build based on who you are, your reputation, how you treat people, because everybody you're meeting them for the first time and building those relationships. I always say that if you get a chance to leave the state, go to college, go do that. You know what I mean? To go work, go do that.
That's right.
Because you can always, you back in Texas, so you can always come home. Home's never leaving.
I would not have developed my interpersonal skills. I would not have. I wouldn't have been able to relate to a lot of different people too. That's the other thing, man, because the experience was like nothing else, and it's sink or swim, and you got to learn how to relate to a lot of different people from a lot of walks of life, man. Because every week I was going and covering different high schools. During the week, I'd go to different high schools, tell these stories, find out the interesting stories. I'd be on the phone with coaches. And then, of course, on Friday nights, we'd be covering games, and you met a lot of people. But again, I was lucky, man, because I leaned on the coaches. I ended up being, I guess, friends with, when I first got there, the coach at the College of Charleston, the baseball coach. I just happened to play golf with the guy one time. And he ended up being a good buddy. My first year, man, when I didn't know anybody, I was working out with the baseball team from the College of Charleston just because I literally had nothing else to do and I wanted to keep working out. Right? So I went to practices and coach let me take batting practice, the whole 9 yards, man. So in fact, I got a funny story. The first time I was in a practice, they had an inter squad scrimmage, and coach said, "TRAHAN, just bat third for me." I said, "All right, cool, coach. I got it." So they didn't have any of the regular pitchers. They just had the position players pitching and throwing in the inner squad. So the first couple batters were up there, and I'm watching this guy throwing. He's literally just throwing heat straight. He's just throwing straight heat, not throwing it particularly hard. So I get up to bat. The very first pitch, I guess, start my swing as early as I could, too early, and I hit it out the park. And Coach Cemetery went nuts. Now, it was foul by about 10 feet. Because again, I was trying to start that swing as soon as I could so I wouldn't be late on the fastball. But it did have the distance to get out the park. And bro, after I did that, I was cool with the whole team. And listen, those kids weren't that much. There were some of the guys who were the same age as me because I was only 21. So it turned out to be a great experience. And you're right, Coach. I mean, I wouldn't be the same person I am today if I wouldn't have had that experience where I had to go and meet all those people and just sink or swim. That's what it was.
Yeah, but in the future, when you tell the story, the ball didn't go foul.
Right.
I try to keep it real. Coach, there's some people they won't believe it. They be like, "Come on, TRAHAN, come on."
So hey. You had me. I'm telling you.
Bro, for real, I was like, "Oh man, legends."
No.
Yeah, I was like, "You have some old legendary stuff over here."
Well, it was a little bit of know-how and a little bit of luck.
Okay. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Hey,
my line, when I retell your story, it's a home run.
All right, I got you. I like it.
Yeah.
Little embellishment never hurt.
Hey. Embellishment is the friend of many and the enemy of none.
I like it. Yes, sir. I love it.
Hey, Joe, unfortunately, you caught an L on that one. So
oh well, I'm just trying to keep it real.
Mate, that's a home run next time. All right,
okay.
So now you're in Dallas and you're working under the great Dale Hansen, and you start working your way towards the high schools and stuff. The high school part of it. When did that come to fruition? When did you really start dealing with the high schools? And was that from the start?
So pretty much, right? As soon as I came in as Hansen's number 2, the weekend anchor. One of the duties of the weekend anchor was hosting the high school show. But one of the other things that Dale always thought was important was covering high school sports, and so that meant stories that I would find and tell, and that was very important and still important at Channel 8 with what we do. Yes, we cover the highlights, we cover the games, we cover what's going on, but we also want to give you the stories behind the games. And that was, one of my big time tasks when I first started. Trying to find out, what made these teams tick and what was interesting and important about them. And I got to give my first shout out in terms of Coach to Coach Samples, because I got there when Coach was at Lincoln. And when I tell you, Coach took care of your guy from day one, and that was Byron Eaton when he had Byron, when they should have won the championship. Right? When they should have won a jam, or if not 2.
Yeah.
Right? The blocked field goal and all. Oh my Lord.
Don't do that.
Anyway. I just Coach should have won one sooner. We all know that. There's no doubt.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Coach took care of me from jump. And that was one of the things that I got to do, and I got to meet a lot of different coaches, man. Samples is one of my guys. Coach Buck Catalito, man. Buck took care of me, man. And that was, again, when nobody knew me, when nobody had any reason to care about who I was or what I did. These guys were straight with me, and they helped me do my job. You know, and there's sometimes I'd call Sam to say, "Hey, coach, I need something. I need something to help me." And
Give me a story. Give me something.
yes,
Yes,
and he
sir.
always did. So I am forever indebted to coaches, and I will stand by the fact that Texas has the best high school coaches as a group in our country. Period.
Take that, J Mac. No, I'm just kidding.
Where's J Mac from? Where's J Mac from?
So Jay,
Don't
listen,
start that,
all right, Trahan, let me tell you what's going on.
Yeah.
Last night on our show, okay, we have a difference of opinion. And when J Mac get mad, you kind of got to let him have his space, because he's going to fester in it for a while. And he's going to be mad. You just kind of let it go through his system. And then when it's out of his system, then he'll come back and then it'll be just like nothing ever happened. So we have an infatuation with coaching. Right? Like
Yeah.
I could just tell you, shoot, my coaches were Freddie James,
Yep.
Lloyd Carr in Michigan, Charles Walton at Adwell. I played for Dan Reeves,
Oh my God.
Jay Gruden,
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay, and I coached under Strong, Harbaugh, and Brady Hoke.
Come
So
on.
I've been around great
Yes.
coaches my whole life, right?
Right.
I know for a kid who grew up without a father,
Yeah.
I know the role that they played in my life.
Right.
I very well could have daddy issues.
Right.
But I got paddled by my coaches back then when the corporate functions was in the schools. So
Right.
whatever
Yeah.
daddy issues I had, they quickly filled those roles.
Yes, indeed.
So
Yes.
I know how important it is and what they mean, to young men, grooming, how they're a leader of men. I believe great coaches are leaders of men, regardless of what role or sport it is. I think that great people are leaders just in general, because they're going to do the same thing wherever they go. That's just who they are.
That's right.
And so I think when they get talent, you have Nick Saban, you have Jimmy Johnson, you have those Bill Walsh. You know what I mean? You have those type of my man out of UCLA, Bobby Knight. You got all those great coaches had great players, yes. But we talk about them because of their ability to take those great players and turn them into a team that allows that team to win and win at a high rate. We've seen coaches that have all the talent in the world and can't win. Some people are just losers. Losers are losers, man. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just what it is.
Well, and it's the ability to be able to reach the athlete. And you mentioned the great John Wooden. He was this kind of bookish, teacher-like, professorial dude, but he knew how to relate, man. And when cats like Jamal Wilkes came through, and all these other guys who were nothing like Coach Wooden, he knew how to relate, and that's the big thing, And on that same tip that you mentioned, I was lucky. My dad coached us. We had a small little Catholic grade school in Houston. He coached baseball. He was the baseball coach, and he had a couple of his friends. One coached football, the other coached the flag football team. So I had the blueprint from jump on how to be a good leader, how to be a good person, right? Now, Dad passed away when I was only 12. And that's the other reason why I kind of gravitated towards coaches, right? Because you could tell, and players can tell, they can sniff out when coaches go about it the right way, when they care about their players, and that's when you could break through, and that's when they become legendary. Heck, Nick Saban has talked about it. When Nick Saban was at Michigan State, he said he coached in a different way. He didn't figure out until he lost a little bit and wasn't sure where he was going that, it's that old saying, players they don't care what you know until they know that you care. And I've been lucky to come across a bunch of coaches who care about the craft and care about the players that they coach.
Yeah, that's the main component of being a coach, right? Like that's why they call us coach. Coaches just
Yep.
but anyway, in J Mac's defense, and to put it in context, because I gassed him up. So, but because we've been friends since we was 5, 6 years old, and my mama was his teacher, so we've been buddies forever. So I gassed him up because I knew the buttons to push. I knew he was gonna get mad and jump out and hang up. But in his defense, what he was saying was, you know, you need to have talent, and that is a true statement. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and it's not to take away from coaches. You know, so let's fall. It's gonna fall into this question. I gotta ask you first before we can continue on. I gotta ask you this: who turned you on to the Dub?
I heard from J Mac. I think J Mac got my number, and he actually texted me a couple weeks ago, and it's my bad because it fell through the cracks when I was running around like crazy, and I did not get back with him. But who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody at the Lens Award. Who was it? And they told me about the Dub, and they told me how Mike had been on, and they were like, "Oh, would you go on the Dub?" I'm like, "Of course I would. Go on the Dub, of course, of course. We're talking football. It's high school football. It's of course." So yeah. I mean, that was kind of how I got the introduction to the podcast.
So did you ever watch it before you came on tonight?
I had not. No, I had not. I had not. No, look, I'm not gonna lie.
No. I'm not saying. I'm not saying you know lying. Like no, I'm saying you bold like because most people who come on here they always make sure they watch an episode before they come on.
Yeah,
because the show gets a little. You know, we don't mince our words here.
Yeah, we might go off the rails sometimes.
Yeah,
that's right up my alley. I don't know if you guys have heard me on the ticket before. Have y'all heard me on the ticket? Because it's funny the reactions I get when I sit in. Because I Donovan has me guest host with him, right,
Donovan
on the
Lewis.
ticket a lot. Donovan Lewis, yeah, exactly. So Donovan has me, Donnie Do has me guest host with him, and it's funny the reaction I get when I'm on the ticket because they're like, "Trahan, you." We don't get all that when you're on TV. And I'm like, I don't have enough time to give you all of it when I'm on TV. I got, 2.5 to 3 minutes. With a format like this, we can be completely, you get a more, I'll put it this way, you get a more 360-degree view of who I am. So I'm down with all of that.
Hey, Joe, just, we have to warn you because when people stand next to the Dub, they get a little nervous. So, we had Jerry Jones nervous. I don't think he knew what to think when we came around or whatever. So, yeah.
Now, I've seen y'all out at games, too. I know that. I've seen y'all at games.
Yeah.
But as far as watching the show, I had not. No.
And that's fair. That's fair, man. So I'm glad you're here with an open mind and an open spirit.
Always.
Yes, sir.
Always.
Hey, B-Rise, you got anything before I go to the next subject?
Oh, no, I don't got anything for him. I don't got anything. It's good talking to you. It's good talking to you, Joe.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right.
So I wanted to get into the high school thing just a little bit more. Great shows you guys put out, the Sunday night show that sadly doesn't come on anymore.
Right.
Like I said, I used to watch that show to try to find my son's highlights. And then the shows you do, the games you guys do now with Manhattan and all them, man, amazing work. Tell me the best teams or games you have seen in your time in Dallas.
Ooh, that's a good one. Because this, I am. First of all, I'm shocked that we don't have Duncanville North Shore again, And it just so happens that my older brother lives 2 minutes from North Shore. And I've already told you my affinity for Coach Samples. So we've been going back and forth for the last 4 years. He didn't go to North Shore, but he now lives right near North Shore, and his wife went to North Shore. So there's a
So he went to North Shore.
His wife went to North Shore. His
So
wife.
I'm saying now you married, you got
Oh, absolutely. Oh, you know how that goes.
Yeah.
You already know. Yeah, you know how that goes. So we have had a lot of fun going back and forth. Going from the most heartbreak of heartbreaks to Coach Samples finally breaking through and getting his. So, Sam's first, that there he is, one and only, the GOAT. Samp getting his first one was one of the most memorable that I've been at. Because I went through, the whole journey and knew the whole story and had that subtext of, what had happened before with North Shore. The catch in the corner is still, I don't know why it happened. I don't know why or what was going on, but that I felt that one. Sam's just my guy. But I felt that one. I cannot imagine how Coach and that team felt. I can't. So for that team led by Coach to come back and win, both of those championships are probably still my favorite. There may have been those Kyler Murray years. There were some great shootouts even before the championship with Kyler making some incredible comebacks. I was there for Highland Park had a great comeback one year when Stephen Jones' kid, John Stephen, was quarterbacking. That was a good one. But for me, Duncanville's at the top.
Love it. Let's welcome the great J Mac to the show. Yeah, let's go.
J Mac. J Mac. I'm glad I made it on. And I owe you an apology. I owe you an apology for not answering your text.
Yeah, man. I was gonna call Mitchell Ward.
Yes.
What's up with your dog?
That's my bad. I had you though. It was still on the list. It just fell through the crack. But I had you.
It happens. It's all good. Hey, this is a great 2A game going on.
Yeah, I was just saying before we went on.
Yeah. It's 27 seconds. Shiner trying to bring it out, but I ain't gonna lie, they gonna need a miracle. I know Gates there; he might need to.
I was about to say the same thing. Gates trying to Gates looking for the double this weekend.
Yeah, right. This could be a bad omen or a good one. I don't know.
All right, I didn't realize they were playing tonight, so I'm gonna take them off my top 10 list of games.
No, that's a gimme.
Say, Pat, that's why they put it on there, Pat.
Just wait 24 seconds before we
play. Come on, Pat. You
right. You had that game on the games of the week?
No, I didn't.
I actually put it on the games of the week.
You had it on the game of the week.
There we go. That's one of the games right there. Where we go.
So J-Mac, if you would have said nothing, I would have known they weren't playing.
Who winning? That's my prediction, Pat. Whoever winning.
Whoever winning. So we all
somebody got it. Who winning right now?
Monster is up 36-29, 19 seconds.
Yeah, that's what.
What ball they got your line? Where your line they
on? Shiner is on the I think around the 50.
Oh.
Yeah, right at the 50, 49.
Oh, they got
19 seconds, game over.
All right,
Hey, hold on, Strahan. Now, how they got to win this game? Does that remind you of that North Shore Duncanville game?
Oh, come on, man! Yeah, right around midfield, bro. Come on, man! You make me put my head down.
Yeah. That's like a little nostalgia going on there, huh?
Oh my God, not in a good way.
Right.
Hey, we looking like that.
See,
I'm just glad I don't have a dog in the fight.
Right.
My feelings, I was like you. My feelings was hurt with the Duncanville. I ain't got a dog in this one, so I was
hurt, man.
I
Yeah.
want to see the Hail
I
Mary.
was hurt.
Yes,
I was
sir.
hurt. It was not a good night. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Man,
I was watching that one on TV, man, and when that happened, I was like,
Look,
No. No.
and Coach Samples, like you, I mean, shoot, when I came home and started my business, my first client was Coach Samples. So, I got a chance to go on that Skyline, the end of that Lincoln ride, and go on all of Skyline rides.
Yep.
You know what
Yep.
I mean? So I
Yes.
saw the Fox. I saw it all, man, and I saw the Kyler Murray.
The Kyler Murray. Yes.
Yeah.
Controversial.
Controversial.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
Bro. I mean, and look, Coach had been through so much at that point. And I think I actually wrote an opinion piece afterward. And I was like, listen, I know it's dark right now, but that man will win a state championship. And I'm glad he did. Because he had to go through hell and back to get it, but he got it. He got 2.
hey, let me ask you this real quick.
Huh?
You think he's gonna retire this year?
I hope not. He's good for the kids, man. He's good for the kids.
And the community.
Certainly the community, right?
And
but the way he enriches those kids, the way he makes them understand accountability, team first, and listen, it's not, we laugh sometimes because the lessons are not always easy to communicate. Sometimes it takes a loss to DeSoto to be able to get the message back on point, but he does, it can, and he gets a lot of those young men prepared.
All right.
They intercepted the Hail Mary. They intercepted the Hail Mary.
Oh, okay. No North Shore. No North Shore.
It didn't even make it to the end zone. Like that Hail Mary. And he threw it from like the monster 40, and it still didn't make it to the end zone.
Man,
right. So
that's
North Texas teams are 2-0 so far. That's a good start.
Okay.
Gordon and Munster, right? Out the gate. That's 2.
Okay.
Small schools representing.
Talk that talk. All right, let me ask you about this gentleman right here. He's on the race for 3 titles.
Yes.
A gigantic accomplishment for African American.
Yes.
How's your time been covering and kind of following the Sox story, especially since they're in the heart of the Dub in Dallas proper?
Man, Coach Todd has been fantastic. I remember this was before they got the new facilities at the school, and I was doing a story on Coach Todd and how he was trying to build things. And this was when they had to, this was a night, I think it was in November, and it was a cold night. And I called Coach up, and I'm like, Coach, where do you need me to go to do the interviews? And he literally said to me, Joe, I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to get an indoor facility for us to train at because it's so cold tonight. I said, all right, that's fine. Just I'll call you back or you call me back and everything. So I can remember, to me, that exemplified what they had to go through. And when you finally gave these kids the sort of resources and the things that they need to be great, they responded with greatness, and they have continued to do so. So I appreciate what Todd has done. And again, listen, who did he coach under? Samples. So, I mean, it's just, it's the continuation of what the Godfather has created in terms of Samples being the Godfather of Black coaches in our area. And what Todd is doing is fantastic because he's building his own dynasty. And we will see how far it can go. But, man, the way they played against PNG told me all I need to know. That's all I needed to know. I mean, I saw the school they're playing. I don't know much about Randall. I saw they wanted to blow out in their semi, but we'll see how it goes down, man. But hopefully Todd can get it done again.
No doubt.
And I expect he will. I do
too. So let me ask you this. I interviewed Coach Samples a couple of years ago, and I'm gonna have to send you that interview. It's about an hour long, very introspective. I think it'll be a good watch.
Yes.
And so one of the things he said in the video was that he dreamed of being a coach for either the New England Patriots, I don't know why he chose them, or the Dallas Cowboys. And so
Right.
is there any way you can get a pipeline to this Jerry Jones role here and see if we can get 10 years out of Sam?
Hey man, hey, Sam can do better than what they got going now. I'm sorry, man. I listen. Don't get me started on people getting all hyped up about a team not quitting. Come on, man. Come on.
Who your team?
It's like that old Chris. It's like that old Chris Rock joint where he had the line about people go around bragging, "I take care of my kids." Well, you're supposed to take care of your kids. You're supposed to not quit on the coach. You're supposed to not quit. That ain't nothing. I mean, come on, man. No.
You can't get applauded for what you're supposed to do.
Right. You're supposed to, and you're supposed to beat the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. I'm sorry, I don't give much for that effort. I don't.
Who is your team?
So I grew up with the Houston Oilers. I'm an Earl Campbell guy, right?
Okay.
Tyler Rose was my dude because that's when he really brought, back in the day, Dan Pastorini, Kenny Burrell, Elvin Bethea. That's who I grew up with. And then a little bit later, Dave Casper. We had Snake. But Earl really brought it to begin to Houston. And then later on, of course, we had Warren Moon, Haywood Jeffries, when they started throwing the ball all around when they had Jack Pardee as the coach. But my guy, Earl Campbell. Now, here's what happened. When the Oilers left for Tennessee, I did not follow them because the owner, Bud Adams, tried to hold the city of Houston hostage. And I was not for that. I did not follow them. So that's when I defaulted to my second team, which was the New Orleans Saints, because my family was all from Louisiana. So that was always my second team. And now that's the team I root for.
I knew that. I knew that in the way that you talked about the Cowboys, that there was a certain level of disdain there. And the amount of time that you spent in Louisiana, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if LSU is your team. See what I'm saying?
So, listen, I went to Loyola, right? When I was at Loyola, we restarted the basketball and baseball programs, which are now NAIA. There was a group of us. We were all intramural. So we helped restart those programs. So on the weekends, we go to LSU for the football games. That's how we did it. So LSU is definitely my college team. But listen, I don't have disdain for the Cowboys. My job's better when they win. People are more interested in watching us on TV when they win, right? I think they tune us out when they lose. They're like, "Oh, here we go again." They don't watch. So I want them to do well, but it is very easy for me to be very analytical and very critical of what they do. I'll put it that way.
I know. Don't tell Jay Mac that. So yeah.
We them boys. Hey, so look, that's my favorite team too. Me and Jay Mac, we ride with them. But it is insanity. So you kind of in the inside, man. What's the real issue? Is it definitely Jerry kowtowing to all the talent and letting them feel like they can come to Daddy Jerry with any problem and undermining the coach and not letting the coach and all that?
Listen, I mean, it has been that way for so long now. And I was talking to somebody the other day. One of the biggest reasons for the split between Jerry and Jimmy Johnson was that quote, "Any of 500 coaches can do it." Right. And if I would put my finger on the one thing that is at the heart of the lack of success over what is going on 30 years now, I would say it's that quote. That quote is what caused the break. That quote is what allows Jerry to treat the coaches the way he does. Y'all know if a player knows he can go over a coach, what power does a coach have? Are you kidding me? Come on, man. I mean, so anyway, that dysfunction, when you put on top of that the level of pressure that goes along with being the team that everyone in the country is going to talk about, whether you win or lose or draw, when you put it all together, man, it can be a toxic mix. It can, and I think that's part of why we have seen. It's not the whole reason. The players do deserve some of the blame, but there have been too many times when we've seen a ceiling from these Cowboys teams, and they have been unable to get anywhere near that ceiling when the games are at their biggest, when they're in the playoffs, when they get in those big moments, when they need to be at their best. Right? We just haven't seen it, and I think y'all know what happens. The adversity reveals what's really going on. And I think sometimes it can reveal some of that dysfunction.
So basically, you're saying they get lemon booty in the big moments.
I was prepared for whatever you had. I was not prepared for that.
Nobody's ever prepared for lemon booty.
Whatever y'all had,
You
man.
gotta
Come on,
play
man. I
the
can do all
song
that.
now. You gotta play the song.
I gotta play the song. Cause we do.
Nobody's ever prepared for lemon booty.
Nobody else.
This show ain't prepared for the song.
Lemon booty, they got lemon booty. Y'all got lemon booty, no diddy. You got lemon booty, they got lemon booty. Y'all got lemon booty, no diddy.
Yes, we got lemon booty.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't ready for that. I was not.
Did
Full
y'all play the
disclosure.
video? Did you play the video, Pat?
Here's
Oh,
the
my
video
God.
right here. We're gonna give out the lemon booty award, and you'll be interested in this one. Here we go.
What's up, Dub? It's your guy, Matt Stepp, here to bring you the state semifinal edition of the Lemon Booty of the Week from my hotel here in Waco, Texas. As I'm not going to be on the show Wednesday night, I'll be at the Class 2A state championship game between Munster and Shiner on Wednesday. So since I'm going to miss the show, I decided I'd send in a video, Lemon Booty of the Week. And the winner of this week's Lemon Booty of the Week is none other than the entire city of Houston. Not just one team, but we're giving Lemon Booty to the whole city of Houston for Saturday's performance. They went 0-3 in the state semifinals. Angleton loses to Smithson Valley. North Shore gets blown out by Austin Westlake. And Summer Creek loses to Vandergrift in a 34-31 game. So instead of giving it to one team, the whole city gets it. Houston, congrats. Lemon Booty of the Week.
Man, I'm getting L's left and right tonight on the show. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. You ain't caught the beat when you
I know.
got something to say. Tell them about the city, J-Mac. Tell them about the city.
Oh,
Tell
Yeah.
about who?
about the
Tell them
city
about,
of Houston,
tell them about the city.
and where they got to go to clean it
Oh
up.
yeah. That's the musty capital of the world.
Yo, hey, you wrong for that. You wrong for that.
You know,
But
they
but I
call it the
will.
armpit of America, right?
Oh, I know Mosquitoeville, Sweat City. I get it. I get all. I do. I get it. I will say there's a reason I don't live there, but we're not gonna go into that. That's still home. That's
Yeah,
still home.
No
it's
doubt.
musty. Musty. Ain't no doubt about it.
And J Mac, where you got to go when he come back? When he goes back and forth from Houston.
Yeah, when you come back on 45, you got to stop by Corsicana down there. It's a dipping station.
Yeah.
It's a must.
you got to get dipped before you come back to Dallas.
Yeah, you look. You can't. Yeah, you can't cross 20 with that money.
You got to get the flea dip too.
Yeah, you got to get
The
treated.
whole car. You got to get.
See, that's messed up. See, that's not everybody. That's just some people.
Oh,
That's not
That's
everybody.
everybody that come through Houston.
Yeah.
Everybody.
It's in the air. You can't help it. You can't help it. It's in the air.
See, I reject it, fellas, gentlemen. I reject it. That's home. That's home. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I reject it.
As you should. Don't nobody want to be known as the musty capital of the world.
Right.
Oh my God! You're killing my people. You're killing my people.
Oh man. Oh
Yeah.
man.
But that's
Make sure you go to the dipping station. You'll be all right. Get it all off. You listen, when Willis came up here, they tried to be cute and bypass the dipping station. The Soto just cleaned them up on the field.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
I love it. I love it.
Hey, Joe, I know you got a previous engagement you got to attend to. We appreciate you coming on the dub. We're going to get you back. We're going to
It's all good. Yeah. By all means.
Yeah, you and Mike Leslie, we'll get y'all on at the same time or something like that. But, man, great thing that you do in the Metroplex, man. Shout out to WFAA's great Joe TRAHAN. You got departing shots. Anybody want to shout out to before you get out of here?
No, man, I just want to say, first of all, thanks for having me on the show. But this weekend is it's one of those great weekends. So enjoy it, man. This is what it's all about. We got great every year. Every year, I feel like I say the same thing about this time of year because I always like to shout out, the work that's done, and it's not necessarily by all the teams that make it this far, because part of it is, we have so many championships, and we ended up getting these teams this far because they're battle tested. And the road to get here is not easy and it's rough. And that's why a lot of our teams from North Texas can make it all the way through and win championships. So it's a shout out to all the coaches who put in all the work and the kids who take it to heart and do it the right way and end up paving the way and allowing these other teams to get this far, man. Because it's not just these teams that get this far. Yes, they deserve all the credit. They deserve all the glory. But y'all know, because y'all have been around here long enough, the level of competition is so good. That's what helps produce some of these championships. So I just take my hat off to everybody who does it the right way and plays good ball and gets these teams ready to win these championships, which I think there will be many this weekend for North Texas.
No doubt. I do got one request before you get out of here too. The next time you are on the air, I'm not trying to get you in the office or whatever, but we need you to give us a dub salute on the air. And if you don't know what a dub salute is, I'm finna show you right quick.
On to the next round. Salute. Get ready.
Dub salute. Hey.
Look at Riley. You didn't have to ask Riley. Riley threw it out first. Okay, Riley. Okay, young fellow. Maybe that's a good omen for him to try and get that first state championship in a minute.
No doubt.
Right.
And that was from an interview from like 2 or 3 playoff games ago. So yeah, it served them well. So dub salute is a good thing, man. When you're on the air, give us a dub salute.
Come on, man. You already know. I got y'all.
All right. And just say, hey, I'm giving a dub salute to the Metroplex teams that in the. I don't know how you want to do it, but yeah, we'll be looking out for that. When should we see that? Sunday night.
I got you. So let's see. I will be back Sunday night. I got you. Make sure you're watching at the end of the show. I already got it.
Yes, sir. The great Channel 8 sports director, Joe TRAHAN. We're gonna let you go, but I'm gonna let you go with your guy. Let me see. I think I got a video, Coach Samp, that I always like to play and stuff, but he shouted us out, and here it is. Well, we appreciate you stopping by the Dub, man. Dub salute.
Thanks, fellas.
Hey, I'm Reginald Samples, 6A Division I state champion. I just want to give a shout out to the Dub, my favorite podcast and program.
Ron Murray, Mr. High School Holler, K104, the biggest out there at the 214 day camp. Big shout out to Quentin Jackson, Duncanville all-world quarterback.
It was good. Quentin Jackson, shout out to the Dub High School Podcast.
Big shout out to the Dub, man. I see y'all making moves and doing what y'all need to do.
All right.
Sounded like he was struggling to remember the Dub.
He was.
Hey, you remember when we interviewed him on Thanksgiving, boy? He's like, shout out to the number one Dub.
Yeah, the number one
right.
Dub.
Like he had to read from a prop. He had to read from a prop.
Man, we definitely got to get him back on and stuff. Like I got a bunch of notes I didn't even get to or whatever, but I knew he had to get out of here by 9:40, and we kept him. Lord, we kept him to 10 o'clock.
Damn.
That's how,
you know that's how it happened. He really didn't want to go.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think we don't got nobody out of here on time.
Well, they all right.
At all. But hey, man, this is the moment we've been waiting for. Man, I swear I missed last week, man. God, dog, that atmosphere was so dope at all the stadiums y'all was at and stuff. But we headed to state. So who's riding the state with me? Who going to state?
I'm gonna try to pop out tomorrow night, honestly, because I want to see that.
Hey, I got something for you too, J Mac. You need to come see me.
We got our passes, Pat?
So Coach Todd said he's working on something, so we'll know something hopefully by tomorrow. And if not, I told my son just purchase them and I'll be in the stands like usual. But
right.
but I When did I go on the when Samples won his first one? That's the only time I've been on the field.
You down there for DeSoto too, wasn't you?
Yeah, I was there for DeSoto and for Samples, so I was down there for those two.
We actually made the field last year, didn't we, J Mac?
No.
We didn't make it.
No, we didn't.
No, maybe you and Swaggy, because I didn't even go.
Oh, you didn't go. Where was we?
I don't want to did. I did an emergency show, and that what got us kicked off balance.
Yeah.
That's tough. Yeah, that's the moment that it all went left.
Ain't been the same since.
Ain't been the same since. They shut my balance down, man. They shut it down. I miss half the Duncanville game.
Well, here we go. Big Rise. Did you get those things? If not, I'll just put the graphics up. Top 10 picks of the week, which is actually top 9 now because we know one of the winners. Boom.
Hey, we're gonna take that win.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
we all take that win.
All right. This game number 10 right here. Can you read it? If not, I'll read it out.
No, read that for me. I can't read that for me.
All right. So we got game number 10. This is Stanford versus Granada. I think Granada is how you say thank you in Spanish. That's all I know about that school. So what school we going with on this matchup that none of us know? Probably never heard of these schools.
Well, I got a friend from Sanford.
Okay.
And James Washington from there. So that's enough for me.
Where they out of? They near Houston.
Yeah, where's it by, J man?
It's West Texas out there somewhere out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
what's going on? West side. West side. All right. I think I'm gonna go with Stanford too. They sound close to Stanford, so we'll rock with that. What you got, B Rise?
Give me Stanford. Give me Stanford.
Coach Carr.
Stanford, I guess. Go with everybody.
Yeah.
And Matt, I think Matt went with Stanford too.
Gotcha. All right, the number 9 game. We all gonna win this one. We going with Malakoff, right?
Yeah,
right.
right.
Hey, and I predict they're gonna lose the game at the end.
I predict Shiner to go for the Hail Mary and fail.
Yeah. We have I'm telling you.
No, for real.
All right, here we go. Number 8. We got Malakoff and Columbus, and not Ohio.
They look like TC.
I know, bro. I saw the logo. I'm like, dang, they copied over TC. Yeah. So, Coach Carr, who you going with? You going with the alumni looking school?
Yeah, no, don't want to, and I don't like Columbus, so it don't even matter.
Say,
no.
I don't like Columbus, and they tried to mock Carter.
Yeah, for real.
Damn.
All right, I'm gonna go with Malakoff too. They have a history of winning these state titles, so whatever it is in the water down in Malakoff, they're gonna do it again. What you got, J Mac?
Just for the information, Malakoff is the one with the QB Mike Jones.
Oh, who?
Mike Jones. He was the MVP of the game last year. So just give y'all a little. So I guess y'all pick Malakoff. Now Columbus is the one with the NFL coach kids that QB Schobel from TCU. Okay. And they also got that great 6-man guy that transferred up, the Ridgeton.
I heard about him. Yeah, he J-Mac'd over there.
Yeah, he J-Mac'd over there, did big things.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Columbus, man, because I love, and I'm going to give a confession. I love the white running back.
Okay.
I'm a fan of the white running back, especially when they're good.
Oh, yeah. Take you way back to who's that one from Plano back in the years?
Burkhead.
Right.
I swear that was the best white running back I ever seen in my life when I watched
in high school for sure. In high school,
yeah, he played with the Patriots for a while.
Yeah, he did. And Cincinnati. So yeah, he had a great career. Probably got 10 years in. All right, B Rise, who you got?
Man, I got the champs, man. So till you beat them, you Malakoff.
Mike Jones, who?
Mike Jones.
Who did Matt go with?
You
Columbus.
Columbus.
Oh Lord, he knows something. All right, here we go.
You know something.
That's why J Mac with him, but J Mac just.
Well, I mean, I was going because that's the game I want to go to tomorrow. They play tomorrow night.
Oh, so Mike Jones and tomorrow night. I might have to swing through that. I'm definitely going Friday and possibly Saturday, but yeah, I definitely want to see that. All right, Gunter versus Woodville. Never heard of Woodville. I'll go first. Gunter. I used to work up in Sherman a lot, and it was some people that worked up there, and all they did was swear by Gunter football. I heard about it so much that I became a fan. So I'm gonna go with Gunter to get there probably 5th in 6 years or 5th in 10 years or something, because they done won a lot too. Give me Gunter. All right, B-Rise, who you got?
Give me Gunter as well, Pat.
Done easy. J Mac, what you got?
Man, this W team, this Woodville, they actually is the one that got the brothers.
In small divisions, it don't matter much.
It don't. They actually, but I'm just saying they do. They actually the one that got the brothers. But Gunner is good, man. I've been watching. It seems like we see them every year in this damn game.
Absolutely.
So give me the one I always see.
Yes, sir.
No, this is
Coach Carr.
Hey, don't Gunner got an album coming out with Young Thug or
Gunner.
Hey, he Gunner tail.
Yeah,
okay.
That's the one test fight to get Young Thug.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna tell you that Gunner's gonna win. How about that?
Yeah.
Yes,
nobody went with the team with the hot sauce.
Right.
That's cold blooded.
Yeah, it's tight. What your boy got?
Nobody fresh over here, man. No liars. We don't want the liars.
Yeah. What did Matt go with?
Gunner.
I knew that was happening. Here we go. Now it gets interesting. We got Carthage and Waco La Vega. What you got, Coach Carr?
Oh, I got Carthage. I mean, it's hard to go against some Cincinnati Red wannabe boys. So,
absolutely.
And after talking to our folks down in Lufkin, and talking to some guy in SMU, and knowing that they got these outside linebackers, like 6'8" linebackers.
Damn.
I'm going with Carthage, man.
Okay, appreciate that extra intel. B-Rise, what you got?
Man, I gotta make a pick somewhere, man. I'm already in last place, so give me Waco. Give me Waco. La Vega.
Well, hey, y'all say this: Waco La Vega is the brother school down there, ain't it?
Yeah, give me them an upset.
All right, and they've won before too. J Mac, who you got?
I ain't gonna lie. Usually, and I'm a root for La Vega, but I'm definitely not gonna pick them.
Damn,
that's tough. All right, so what did Matt get?
You already know who Matt took.
Okay, I'm gonna take whoever Matt
Carthage, except for B-Rod.
Yeah, I'm gonna take whoever Matt took, so I'm going with Carthage as well. Here's another good one. This might be even a better game right here.
Now this is
Salina and Kilgore. Salina and Kilgore.
Man.
B-Rouse, I'm gonna let you go first. What you got?
See, man, now I gotta do a little thinking now. Oof.
That's tough. I ain't gonna lie.
I know, right? Oof.
And that's a really good game in the middle of the day. Like if you go on the soccer game, you might as well get there early.
Yeah. No, you're right.
No, but give me Salina in a close one, in a one possession game.
Oh man. I'm gonna go next, and I'm actually gonna go to this game. I at least should get there by halftime of this game. Salina is on a roll this year. They're on a mission, but give me Kilgore, man, because Kilgore is one of them teams that like Carthage is out. When they get there, they close the deal.
And for the record, Matt still picked Kilgore.
Man, let's go. Let's go. All right, was J Mac who you get?
Man, I've been saying Solano was gonna win it all year, and I gotta differentiate somewhere. So give me Solano.
All right. Coach Carl, we're gonna end it off with you, sir. What you got?
Yo, so I gotta ask y'all this, man. Do y'all think this is the most tossed up game out
It
there?
is.
Yeah, cause Matt only picked him by 2. He said he'll go about 2.
Like
It
this,
is,
this
Willow.
game is probably these are two. This is a historical game from a program perspective, right? From tradition and everything else that they got going. Two of the same type of teams, you know.
Kilgore got a Michigan commit safety.
Hold on, they got a Mexican safety.
Michigan.
A Michigan commit.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you said.
He might be Mexican, but he's going to Michigan.
Making up
Yo,
stuff.
yeah, I know.
I had to double take that. Well, I can't go against Michigan, man. I'm gonna go with Kilgore, man. I think this is the game I need to go ahead and seal this playoff victory for the championship.
It could.
Absolutely.
He didn't throw the records up, did he?
Huh?
You didn't throw the. Did you do the records?
Nah, I don't think I got the records. Did y'all send the records?
Y'all don't have it. Y'all don't have it.
I think they were so bad. I didn't want to see them. But
they
was bad.
They was all bad. I ain't gonna lie. Benson, he still lost 4 games.
Hey, but I'm number 1.
In the playoffs. Overall.
And we will have a trophy presentation. Coach Carr get his from last year, and somebody's gonna get theirs from this year at the same time. But
just make sure you put blue on mine. I don't want mine to fall apart again.
Well, it's gonna be brand new and stuff. I do have an extra right here though, but that might be for this year's winner. All right, here we go. Next game, boy, this is a good one right here too. Traditional powers, Highland Park, Smithson Valley, 5A Division I championship. I'm gonna go first. Smithson Valley is one of them schools when they get to the state, they usually win. Unfortunately for them, they playing against Highland Park, who at Jerry's other world. So wherever Jerry is, Highland Park seems to win. So give me Highland Park in a very entertaining game. Who you got, J Mac?
I gotta go with the Scots, man. I'm not picking no San Antonio team.
Absolutely. All right, B. Riser, who you got, sir?
Man, give me Highland Park big.
Okay. Somebody in the comments said something big too. Somebody said, "Oh, James Pointer." Shout out James Pointer. He said by 40.
Yeah,
I
like that.
All right, Coach Carl, who you got, sir?
Well, I got like J Mac said. I mean, they might be the most prolific team in the Jones football family.
Right.
We might need to hire Randy Allen. Go ahead and move him up through the pipeline.
No, for real. Not as well.
Sample's gonna be a bad idea either. You know what? I'm going with the Highland Park. Why? Because Highland Park is not gonna lose in Jerry order. That's it.
All right, that's it. All right,
who this is definitely no season. I'm telling you, ain't gonna be no season out there on Saturday. Everybody's blood pressure is safe on Saturday.
You know what? It's funny because I know y'all talked about that online. I saw that where they was asking about talking about the atmosphere a couple of years ago and how it would never be like that again. And just you saying that statement, yeah, bro. I know for the teams that's playing, they're gonna feel like that atmosphere is there. But yeah, it ain't gonna be there. It ain't gonna be there. It's gonna be a dry day until you get to North Crowley. Now all of Fort Worth will be out there. So that's probably gonna be the livest game of the day just because the Fort Worth people gonna turn up.
Hey Pat, the funny thing is to see how fast the Highland Park and Southlake people get out of there.
But this thing gonna be here so quick. Oh Lord. Oh, that's hilarious. Here we go. Game number 3. Speaking of Southlake Carroll versus Vandergrift. Vandergrift sounds like the former mayor of Arlington and all the car lots out in Arlington. So I don't know nothing about Vandergrift. I remember they got the hell beat out of them by DeSoto a few years ago. I don't know if Southlake can beat the hell out of them, but I know Southlake can beat them. So I'm gonna go with Coach Coach Dodge, and hopefully we get another dub salute after the game. Let's go with Coach Carr.
Thank you, Pat. Yeah, I'm going with Riley, man. Southlake. Time for my man to get his first one, man, so he can sit at that dinner table and put his hands on the desk, on the table, and look across from Daddy Dodge and put his hand over his face.
Talk that talk. All right,
gotta happen.
Oh, for sure. B-Rise.
Yeah, I like Coach get his first state. At his first state ring, 9 years, so it's long overdue.
Yeah, I agree.
Been there 9 years.
Yeah,
what Dad said.
To be honest, it's been like 20.
He got the job at 29. I didn't know he'd been there 9 years.
I think so.
Yeah. It's been a drought too, because they ain't won a state. I don't think Southlake has won a state since 2012 or something like that.
You know what? Because he was there when they beat Duncanville. He just had COVID.
Right.
Yeah.
It's been 9 years. So
I thought he said he was 29. I want to ask Ryder how long.
Oh no, I think I don't know.
Yeah, he lost that one to his dad, and I think the other one was when Hal came in and
Hal Watson. Yeah. Oh yeah. So he hasn't been there for 9 years. Maybe he just got the job when he was 29 years old.
Yeah, he got it when he
was 29. Something like that. Okay. Something like that.
Yeah, because Hal Watson was there probably like 2018, 19, somewhere up in there before he left and went to.
Okay, well, fact check me then, Pat.
Coastal County.
Yeah, I'll fact check you. I got you.
Good job, Pat.
All right. I would, but hell, I'm losing too many graphics doing it. All right, J Mac, who you got, brother?
Man, I gotta go. I told Ryder I wasn't going against him, so I'm gonna hold true to my word. He gonna get that first ring. And let the legend begin, because I think they're going back next year. So
fighting Cat Daddies.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Southlake Carroll. Wait, I like this. Wait a minute. Here we go. Southlake Carroll be getting crunk to Big X in the locker room. We might have to go in their locker room for the game and see how they do it.
We didn't hear no Big X, did we?
No, hey, that's what James Porter's saying. We might be some Big X.
I don't know. I'll be every time Big X show up, whoever he show up with lose.
Damn,
I hope they don't do. Yeah, no. Y'all do some UGK or something.
Yeah, might get a pocket full of stones.
Man, they don't know who he is.
Oh, who did Matt go? I'm pretty sure I know who Matt went with.
Yeah, he took Southlake.
All right, here we go. Number 2 game, the North 817 stand up Crowley versus the West. Austin Westlake. It's a directional game. We just gotta see which direction we're going with. I go first. Austin Westlake. I guess it's a tough team. I was intending on looking at the game to see how tough they was and how the hell they beat North Shore. As a matter of fact, J Mac, you did watch that game, didn't you?
Yeah, I was highly impressed. I'm telling you, though, I don't know where they got these cats.
No, where got them Cat Daddies?
I don't know where they got. Oh, okay. Coach Daniels said Riley took over at 18.
Okay, so he's been there about 6 years.
Well, he went to state 2 years after he took over. That's good.
Oh, like a mother. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. They ain't never burying Southlake. But the 817, I guarantee you. Look, y'all better set an attendance record out there. I remember when we went to Mansfield, and yet it was so many damn Fort Worth people out there that they couldn't even get in the game. When they went to Duncanville, it was so many damn people, nobody else could get in the game. They were turning away people who would purchase tickets online. 817, stand up. 817, y'all are in the Big U Sports League. I got a bunch of 817 teams. I want to see every 817 person representing out there. They doing it for y'all. This is y'all city. This should feel like the time when South Oak Cliff first went to state and all of DFW came out there and supported and took over Cowboy Stadium. It should have that same feeling. I'm going to go out there just to see that feeling. I also like Coach Gates. I actually congratulated Coach Gates the other night in a text and told him, hey, you beat my alma mater, but you did it. And I felt like, and you know what, J Mac, I don't know if you was on early. Did you hear earlier when I played your prediction? Okay, I'm about to try to pull it up before the end. But I was shocked and amazed because I went and listened back to that show, and you said that the winner of that game was going to win 36-33. And so we played earlier in the show.
I just picked the wrong team, right?
Well, and really, you tried to wiggle your ass up out of that. So no did.
I did. Because I really wanted to pick North. I'll tell you, last week I wanted to pick North Crowley and I wanted to pick Southlake. I don't know why I didn't.
Because at the end, you said, hey, the last team with the ball, so you tried to leave yourself out, but unfortunately for you, the dub wouldn't let you do it. But I wanted to give you a props. That was a hell of a prediction. You was out by one single point.
That's true.
On that prediction. Yeah, so Nostradamus strikes again. But yeah, 817, North Crowley, stand up. I want to see what y'all got. Goon City. Boy, I done seen a whole bunch of videos. Y'all was acting like some straight goons on that field, bro. Like, y'all did my boy wrong. But y'all did my boys wrong. But shout out to y'all. Y'all deserve it. Y'all the more physical team. Y'all really living that Goon City badge on your chest. And so with that, I feel like y'all should beat Westlake by at least 14 points. No pressure. Let's go with B. Rise. What you got, sir?
I'm just mad this ain't the game, but this should be number one game, Pat. Anyway.
I got a reason why this ain't the number one game, but we'll go over that in a minute.
All right. But give me North Crowley by 4.
All right. And it would have been number one if they were playing North Shore. I wish this was a North Crowley North Shore game. That just has so much other interest.
That's just because you need to go back and watch that Westlake North Shore game where you stop wishing.
All right. Well, speaking of that, J Mac, what's your prediction on this game?
I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. How close did y'all see the North Crowley Capel game?
We watched it very close. We were on the sideline.
Right.
And it was a nip and tuck game.
It was.
And there were turning points definitely in that game because Capel kept bringing it. And if they would have scored a touchdown, but when they fumbled it to the end zone, that would have been a totally different game.
Well, I asked that to say Westlake is a better Capel. I'm being honest. Better offensive line. And better defense.
Better quarterback.
Quarterback is even because they got a really good quarterback.
Then you say even?
I can see the quarterback being even. And they actually got an explosive running back too. They can take it to the house. So I'm just being honest. I think they are a better Capel, which I think makes this a closer game. It ain't gonna be no farthest. Nah. I actually think this might be kind of a dog fight, man. I really do.
Aaron Valencia said the same thing. He said he felt like Westlake is better than Capel too. So I'm gonna have to watch that film.
You gotta go watch it, man. You know, Aaron knows a little football. He knows something about winning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take North Crowley by 3. Give me North Crowley 33. No, I ain't gonna say 33. 27-24.
Classic. What did Matt take before we get to Coach Carr? Now say Matt. Say Matt.
I knew he took North Crowley, but let me see. Let me see what he picked it by. He picked North Crowley by 11. Now he picked him by 11.
Ooh. Not by 11. He was very specific.
Yeah.
All right. Coach Carr, break us down. Break us down about your man crush team of the year. And we can't hear you.
He's still muted. Don't Coach call it like Carlos Lynn right there?
Oh man.
I'm gonna let you take your shot tonight, J-Man.
J-Mac is good. He's good for one.
I'm gonna let you take your shot tonight, J-Mac. You better take it.
Hey man, Coach Lynn is a winner, man. He's a winner.
Yeah, I don't mind looking like Coach Lynn, man. I like Coach Lynn. And speaking of Coach Lynn and Crowley, man, I'm gonna say this. I'm a team player. In big games, I went against my guys.
Shut up.
Using for motivation. I want to keep doing that for him. But I'm not.
Trying to win too.
Oh boy, they go hard.
You win, coach. And here's why. I think right now, we talked about Lancaster having the toughest schedule of the year this year, but I think right now, North Crowley is that. We talked about at the beginning of the playoffs, the route that North Crowley was going to have to go, and how battle tested they was going to have to be going through that route to play Duncanville. Now, Coach, here's the thing. Coach Gates, he don't care. So he's throwing it out there. You know what I mean? He gonna do whatever he needs to do. He's gonna throw confusion. He's gonna cause all type of untraditional things to happen in the game of football that will tell you analytics that you shouldn't do them. But he's the master of motivation, and he finds a way to get his kids to play. Kind of like Jordan. Jordan could talk about find anything to go out there just to compete, just to get his mind right. And I think they have done that. I think his team has responded. I think they've gotten over that hurdle. And for me, they have to finish it. You can't beat Duncanville and not finish the state championship. You can't. You gotta win this game. So with that being said, I'm going with North Crowley.
But you know what makes me nervous about that statement you just said? J-Mac said that about two teams last week and they both lost.
Who was the two teams?
He said that about Longview. And it's like, hey, you beat DeSoto, you got to win state. And damn, who was the other one, J-Mac?
Hell,
somebody else said somebody.
I'm with you.
Beat the man, you gotta beat the man. I said Duncanville was the man.
Yeah,
but that wouldn't be the same as like we all expected. You know what I mean? Duncanville to win it. So I don't think that's the same. The DeSoto, yes, I could see that. But again, I just think, you know, we said that, but DeSoto wasn't DeSoto the whole year. Even though we anticipated them winning it, but they took some blows this year. But I will say this, man. At the end of the day, I don't see nobody beating North Crowley this weekend. They got to finish. I think it's so personal. It means so much to them. And seeing Shiner win and the whole city of Shiner coming out for him, he got North 817 and Shiner on his back right now. So,
man,
I'm going to Coach Gates, man.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm going to tell you, Coach Gates, I'm superstitious. So everything in me wants to go against you, you know, but I'm not going to do it.
Now, Coach Carr, I think that was for that was the Crowley situation, wasn't it? It was every time you picked against Crowley, they won.
Yeah, so every time I picked against Crowley in big games, well, it was only in big games, they won. Except for last year. They didn't win last year. but this year for sure.
For sure.
Did I pick North Crowley in DeSoto?
Yeah,
I think everybody picked DeSoto that time.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that one in Duncanville.
Them the only 2 times I picked against them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta find this picture. God dog it. He put a picture on the wall where they had all the opponents they played in the playoffs, and after they won, every player signed it. I thought that was dope as hell. That's motivation. I'm gonna try to find that before the end of the show and get it on.
Yeah, I saw that. That's dope.
Yes, sir. All right. Oh man. So here we go. And B-Rise, I'm gonna answer your question in a second as to why this is the number 1 game of the week. South Oak Cliff versus Richmond Black Jesus Randall. So the reason why this is number 1 is because you got Coach Todd 2 times trying to go 3 times a lady. And at the beginning of the year, what was our theme? We had a theme at the beginning of the year when we brought
First 1 and 3.
Yep. And what was it, J-Mac?
First 1 and 3.
Yep, the race to 3. Well, he's here. He's at the finish line. All he got to do is finish.
Okay.
And I'm sorry that when you have a chance to make history like this before Black History Month, which is only 28 days, we gotta make this the number 1 game of the year. Yeah. And North Crowley, they gon' and look, and this is I wish this was on the same day. Wouldn't it have been lovely to see the 817 crowd come out and take over the whole damn stadium, and then the 214 crowd come out and take over the whole damn stadium and just run it in the same day? That would have been a sight to see. That would have been close to the feeling of when you had DeSoto, Duncanville, and Sock there on the same day. That probably would have been there because 817 is going to show up. I already know they're going to be in the third, all the way up in the nosebleed section with that. But with that being said, we going with South Oak Cliff and Richmond Randall. I watched Richmond Randall the last couple of weeks. I was not impressed. Like when you watch film of South Oak Cliff, you watch film of Richmond Randall. Richmond Randall, they don't jump out the screen at me. I wasn't looking at anything impressive. They kind of struggled through the last couple of games. Well, at least the game before, because I don't know if I did catch that one at the Alamo Dome, I think. But and they got a running back that was a Little League legend. I remember him, since I'm in the Little League world. And, he's looking good, doing his thing and stuff like that. Little Boosie, having them type of years and stuff. But Little Boosie got stopped last week. I feel like he going to get stopped this week. South Oak Cliff is on a mission. They're on a mission to 3. He's on a mission to win the race to 3. It's in the 214. Ain't no way they're going to let no team from down there in Mustyville come up here and do anything to South Oak Cliff because they're going to forget to stop by the dipping station. So with that being said, and I want to score on this game. Give me Sock 34, Richmond Randall 17. With that being said, I'm going to pass it to B-Rise. What you got for me, sir? What a score?
Ooh, man, like you said, man, they haven't gave up no more than 14 points this whole season. So no, they play defense.
It's the first time for everything.
I know, but and comes Friday, it's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be 14-14 in the first quarter. Watch. What I tell you, right. Give me Sock 35-31. I think both teams gonna open up. I think both offenses gonna open up. Give me Sock 35-31.
Think Ward gonna give up that many points this late in the season?
You think he gonna do like Boosie, huh?
Woo! All right, J Mac. God, that coming too long to post. All right, J Mac, what you got, sir? I'm gonna let Coach Carter.
That is long.
Right.
Man, I mean, How can you go against the hood Jesus? Can't say nothing against the hood Jesus. So you gotta go sock. Hood Jesus versus black Jesus. Who you take? Gotta go sock. I think this gonna be a snoozer. I think Q is gonna act a donkey from halftime.
Oh, Quentin Willis gonna be up in there cussing everybody out at the
Quentin gonna make ESPN because he gonna need some Gatorade when he leaves the stadium because he gonna have 2 quarters to just act a fool. And
man.
So I think Sock gonna go out in style. They gonna make history in style. Give me Sock by 40.
How much you gonna win by? 540!
By 40. Shout out to my boy J Mac on that one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
4-3.
Say it again.
44-3.
Oh! Talk that talk. Lord have mercy. All right, Coach, we're gonna get you to break it down, then we'll get Matt's score at the end.
He muted.
He's saying something good though. He muted.
No, I said Richard Randall plays damn good defense. They have players on both sides of the ball. I think a lot of people is really underestimating it. You can't play the type of defense you play. You can't be undefeated and playing the way that you're playing and beating people the way you're beating them and be considered that much of an underdog. And I know a lot of that we said the same thing about our gal. But this Richmond Randall team, whenever you got Jesus on your team, you got a chance. If they conjuring up the 23rd Psalms, they got a chance. Unfortunately, the football gods gave them a game where everything that they do, they're going to have to do it to perfection. And the thing about this game is when you play soccer, it's a game of attrition. So it's going to get to the point where are you willing to come back out and swing again? Are you willing to come back out and swing again? You know what I mean? Soccer's not going to be biting their glove like Tyson. Like they're going to be unloading relentlessly, effortlessly. And I think at the end of the day, man, I just don't think Richmond Randall up front can maintain the type of dominance that they're going to have to play for 4 quarters to win this game, no matter how good Black Jesus. So I got Sock.
Talk that talk. And I mean, they good defense. They beat some teams called Rosenberg and Belton and Elgin. It sound like a law firm. Not some teams that we have heard of. I ain't gonna put no disrespect on their name, but yeah, I mean, hey, Baytown, Lee, hey.
Hey, listen, man.
Texas.
I hear you, but you know how hard it is to win games.
Yeah. It's
so
hard to win.
And to get to a state championship, they don't even have tradition. They're making tradition.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I think the defense is cool and all that. But yeah, I just see like I would be shocked if this game was within 14 points. I would just be shocked.
I would be shocked if this game is still a game at halftime.
Talk that talk.
Because one thing, what Coach Carr is not saying is they are pretty inept on offense. They are a one-man show.
Yeah. You take that one-man show away. Because like I said, when I watched them, bro,
let me say this though, Pat. that one man to go against what J Mac is saying, that one man show. That one man show only had one touchdown last week, and I don't even think he had 100 yards, but they beat that team 42-7.
It was Barney. I wonder what Sock, if Sock played Barney, I wonder how many touchdowns the fifth string running back would score.
Hey, coach, they put 65 on our guy though.
Yeah, but hey, he scored 50.
Man, so yeah, needless to say, we expect to see Coach Todd's gonna be in the post game saying something. It's gonna be Coach 3 times a lady, Coach Trill, Coach 3. I don't know. He's gonna say something in the post game and it's gonna stick. So we're excited for him. We expect it. I think I'm gonna ask this: what is the most entertaining game of the weekend to y'all? Because I know we talked about Solana and Kilgore, but now I'm starting to think about that North Crowley and Westlake. I'm actually thinking because Westlake is gonna give them a game, and you got that whole Fort Worth crowd out there. I think that actually may end up being an electrifying atmosphere.
Like I said, I think the best game of the weekend is gonna be North Crowley and Westlake.
I agree with that. I'm excited about that. So, Coach Carr, what you looking at?
I think for my vested interest, for what I want to see, I want to see Coach Gates win his first one. So for me, out of Raleigh and Coach Gates, them have to be two games that I think. And here's the other thing. Gates win this game. It's a significant shift in power structure among 6A and the Metroplex.
Right.
Raleigh wins this game. It's a great story, but it also sets them up to very possibly be able to repeat next year. They're going to have their team back.
Right.
So, and then if you look at the Kilgore-Solana game, I think that's just more tradition. You know what type of game it's going to be. You know what I mean? That, to me, is just everything that you want in high school football. Tradition, everything. But I still, again, I think it's North Crowley and Westlake. And it's that way because if you're gonna beat the number one team in the state, you got to win it. Period. Like, got to win it. That's the route they've taken to get there. They have to win it.
Yeah. Now I will say that for my vested interest, I want to see Coach Dodge win his first one. For the simple fact, I think for that family, and can you imagine the pride as a pops you will have at a school you a legend at, your son, and that kind of go for Richard Miranda too, because his school name after his dad. So, but the pride you will have to watch your son win a state championship at your school, his first one, and you there, and it wasn't against you because it could have been against you, but it wasn't against you, so you could come back and you could watch him win it.
Yeah, facts, and you was a star.
Yeah, like I just think that story is cool. Now, what'll be super dope, which we hope don't happen, but hell, if Southlake and Westlake win, you can imagine Daddy Dodge is gonna be in hog heaven.
Boy, you ain't lying. Your former school and your regular school. Wouldn't that just be, boy, that would be crazy.
No, that would be.
And don't let no fox cross the field because the whole 817 is gonna tear that stadium down.
Man, that fox gonna be hanging on the back of somebody's truck. Run that fox out there.
Nah, for real. But fellas, man, wow. Great week of games coming up. Like I said, state championships on the line. I think we next week we're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about state, hopefully, my goal is to bring every state championship coach on the show from the top 4 levels, no matter who they are. So we'll be working on that, trying to get those on the show. But then also we're going to kind of shift gears a little bit too and work on that college football and talk about that. I actually have some coaches that I'm cool with that are playing like in Oregon and all that. So I'm going to try to bring some coaches on as well that are attached to some of the schools that are in the playoffs. So it should be a dope show. It should be crazy. Want to get the champions on and get a couple of coaches on that are in the college playoffs.
Yeah, I think after this one, I think I'll probably just do college shows because we still be in the midst of the college playoffs.
Yeah, we might as well roll with that all the way to the end and stuff. And hopefully we got Texas standing up there redeeming themselves from last year.
Saturday, 3:00. SMU play at 11 Saturday morning. Y'all are not going to watch Highland Park. Support SMU. Go watch SMU.
SMU Penn State, 11. Yeah. Texas at 3, right?
Texas at 3.
Boy, this is crazy. And then after that, got to roll out to North Crowley. The 817 is going to take over. And we're going to sit out there with those people and kick it with them all day, man. Bring one down for the 817. Because, guys, I know it's Dallas. I know it's Fort Worth. But this show is the dub. That means it's Dallas and Fort Worth. So y'all remember that. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The dub got love for all y'all. So with that being said, the DFW. So with that being said, any closing shots before we get out of here, fellas?
Love, peace, and hair grease.
See y'all tomorrow. The one that's going out tomorrow. I hope I can see y'all tomorrow. If not, I know y'all be out there Friday, Saturday.
Hey, and I'd like to say, J Mac, thank you for coming on the show tonight. Recently, I ran across a podcast where Mace Cam was boycotting Mace, and he sat like this the whole night. I didn't want to have to do that to you, and I was hoping you weren't going to come in and do that to us. So,
no, I wouldn't.
I'm glad you're back.
I told y'all I was going to be late. Did I say that, Pat?
You absolutely did.
And, I didn't know that was your form of boycott. So,
look, Coach Carr had me nervous because I didn't get to watch the whole episode of the People Have Spoken, boy. So
I thought J-Man quit, Pat. So I thought he had put his, when he saw TRAHAN come, he's like, I'm gonna show him.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute.
Solid protest.
The fan was looking for you, J-Man. When you came back, the numbers jumped like 400 points.
Hey, I gotta finish the season.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
I'm finishing the season, and I am gonna take a vacation, but I think I'm gonna wait till after the college playoffs.
Yeah, I am too.
It's been a long.
I already told my wife we're gonna take a month off or whatever, and we'll just play the reruns, or we'll do the look at the People Have Spoken for the next month.
That's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be the People Have Spoken, and he needs to do a 2-hour show.
Yeah, he's gonna do a Wednesday night edition too.
Well, why I need to do a 2-hour show? Hell, you couldn't even make it through last night without taking your ball.
Well, hey, I won't be there this time, so it won't.
I'm about to say he ain't gonna even be there.
You won't even get an hour.
You worked out my show. I got you.
Yeah,
man. I appreciate
the Alonzo and Diggum show. So
hey,
going down.
Hey, he can bring Lamont in and
make Lamont a member of the People That Spoken.
Yeah, because
you know what, and that's fine. That's fine, J Mac. But let me catch you on OTC though.
Hey man, I like OTC. I might retire from the dub and go be his cameraman.
Damn. Oh man, is that the podcast now? I don't know. I've been lost.
No, listen, man, he's doing his thing, man. I'm happy for him, for real. On a cool.
Yeah, I talked to him about it. He doing more like interviews and stuff and
gotcha.
Stuff like that. But I think he said he will do like interviews with coaches like a live or something like that. But his is more like just interviews from the shows and from the games and stuff.
Gotcha. Hey, tell him to put on a Spider-Man suit and it'll be interesting.
No, I mean, he had a good game last night. That Leinster game.
No, I'm just messing with him. I just talked to Swaggy today for the first time, so we had a good conversation today. That's my boy and stuff like that. So shout out Swaggy. Do your thing. The OTC. What does it stand for? I don't even know what it stands for.
Something confidence.
Only the quarter. I don't know.
Only true confidence or something.
Sound like
I don't know. Swaggy, it probably got about 18 different meanings.
Probably so. All right. Well, on that note, we out.
Shout out to the Dub. Hey, watch this. Hey, number one Dub.
Football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hugs, put it in work, go rub. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach Carter still on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack, we be on the scene, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
We rise and go easy, off the easy, push easy. With my steppers, our special guests, making fixing so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about their club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat O'Teasy, Jeremy McInnes, Coach Carr, and Brian Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out.
On to the next round. Salute. Get ready.
Dub salute. Hey.